Hello friends, I welcome you once again to mathematics video lecture series. We were discussing complex number and in today's lecture I'll be talking about triangle inequality. So let's begin. Triangle inequality. So let me just clarify that triangle inequality is not limited to complex number. As the name suggests, triangle inequality is a property of triangles. Okay, and complex number is, or the argand plane to be more precise, is just a way of representing or drawing the is a mode in which you can draw the triangle. You can draw the triangle on Cartesian plane, you can draw the triangle on argand plane, you can draw the triangle in the form of vectors. So this triangle inequality you will find in coordinate system also, you will find in vectors also, and you will find in complex numbers also. Okay, so it has to do with the property of triangle and not complex number itself. Okay, so this is a general property. So first of all, let me write what the inequality is, and then I'll try to explain you how we arrived at that expression. So suppose there are two complex number. Suppose there are two complex numbers. Let us call them Z1 and Z2. The first triangle inequality states that modulus of Z1 plus Z2 is always less than equal to modulus of Z1 plus modulus of Z2. Okay, and the second inequality states that modulus of Z1 minus Z2 modulus of Z1 minus Z2 is always greater than equal to modulus of Z1 minus modulus of Z2. Okay, so don't get nervous or don't be awed by uh, this nature of the expression. Actually, if you will understand the concept behind it, you will find it extremely easy. It's very intuitive. First of all, let me come to triangles. You might have read in junior classes, if there is any triangle ABC, any triangle ABC, it need not be isosceles or acute angle triangle, it can be any triangle. In any triangle ABC, we know that sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side. In fact, I can put greater than equal to. The moment you say equal to, the triangle collapses and becomes a straight line. Okay, but this is the general inequality. The sum of any two sides is always greater than equal to third side. And there is another inequality. Difference of any two sides, it is always less than equal to third side. Okay, the sum is greater than the third side and difference is less than the third side. And please bear in mind that this inequality is on the length of the triangle. This is not on the angle, this is not on any other parameter coordinate, this is on the length of the sides of the triangle. Okay, so if I call this as A, this is B, and this is C, I have changed the system that we use, so let me call this as A, the side opposite to C as C, side opposite to B as B. Okay, in any such triangle using the inequality, I can say that A plus C will be greater than B. Okay, or A plus B is greater than C, or B plus C is greater than A. All these will hold true. and similarly you can talk about the difference. Okay, now the above triangle inequality that I've defined for complex number is essentially the same thing. How? Let's see. So let me draw the Argand plane x and y, and let me draw the two complex numbers z1 and z2. So this is the first complex number z1, and let us say this is the other complex number z2. Okay, now what does mod of z1 represents? This represents length of z1. What does mod of z2 represents? This represents length of z2. Okay, just tell me, if I want to find out the complex number z1 plus z2, what I will do? Just as in vectors, we can translate one of the complex number. So I'll place the tail of z2 on the head of z1. So this is z2, and this will be this resultant side. By combining the head with the head and tail with the tail, we will get z1 plus z2. Now for a moment look at this triangle OAB. Look at this triangle OAB. Does z1 plus z2 represents the side OB? z1 represents OA and z2 represents AB. What will be the length of OB? The length of OB will be mod of z1 plus z2. Okay, what will be the length of AB? AB will be mod of z2. And what will be the length of OA? Mod of z1. So can I use the triangle inequality here? Of course you can. So what result will I get? That mod of z1 plus mod of z2, that is the sum of two sides OA plus AB, will always be greater than equal to the third side OB. So mod of z1 plus z2. This is the triangle inequality. Similarly, you can uh, understand the difference. Okay, I mean I don't really need to draw it. We have already drawn the diagram, so we can directly write the relation that one of the side is mod z1, the other side is mod z2. And what does mod z1 minus z2 represent? So if this is z1, this is z2. If I want to find minus z2, so what will I do? I will just oppose the direction of z2, and I want to this will be minus z2. Now I want to find z1 plus minus z2. So basically I'll translate it and keep it. I'll keep the tail of minus z2 on the head of z1, and this third side, by combining head with head and tail with tail, this will give me z1 minus z2. Again, using the triangle inequality, I can say that the third side z1 minus z2 will always be greater than equal to the difference of the sides. So mod z1 minus mod z2. Now actually the problem is that I don't know whether mod z1 is large or mod z2 is large, which is larger quantity. So I place a mod here to ensure that right hand side is also positive. If it is going to be negative, then obviously mod z1 minus z2 will be greater than that quantity, because positive mod z1 minus z2 is always positive, and the right hand side is negative, so positive is always greater than the negative. Okay, so this is the other triangle inequality. Okay, so it's pretty simple. We will see how we can use this inequality in problem solving. I'll be solving a question. Since we are running now out of time, I won't be able to solve it in this video lecture, but I will solve question in future video lectures, so don't worry. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, And again, if there is any topic on which you want me to make the video, please let me know. We'll meet in the next video lecture. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.